Mizu no Ken, or water sword, was created by Sensei Joe Montague and is based loosely on Tambo 1. Mizu no Ken teaches you to flow like water between multiple opponents. The form also teaches you how to safely manipulate the sword. The form should move quickly, but be sure to finish each technique before moving on to the next. Practicing with a sharpened sword is very dangerous, so practice with a wooden bokken, or, as I am here, an unsharpened aluminum sword. Still, take great care not to injure yourself or others. Begin in natural stance with your left hand on your sword. Bring your right foot to attention stance and slowly bow. When you've reached the low point of your bow, snap your head up and draw your sword. Make a downward vertical cut to the front, turning into an upward vertical cut to the back. Step into a thrust with the edge of your sword turned to the right. Turn to your right with a mid-level cut, flowing into a side stance with a thrust. Look to your right and withdraw your right leg as you make a low cut, flowing into an X stance with a downward vertical cut. Jump 180 degrees, blocking on your left side and flowing into a right to left downward diagonal cut. Step into left hook stance with a block, spinning into a right forward stance with a pommel strike. Flip the sword into reverse grip as you step back into back stance with a horizontal thrust. Step forward into right side stance with a downward vertical cut. Switch your right hand as you step your right foot behind, blocking on your right side and flowing into a left to right downward diagonal cut. Turn into left crane stance as you assume a high guard. Then step forward into X stance with a downward vertical cut. Pivot into a right cat stance with a right side guard. Deliver a right front snap kick before stepping off line with a right to left downward diagonal cut. Step your left foot back into right forward stance as you swing the sword to your right side and grab the scabbard with your left. Flip the sword and give it a shake before returning it back to the scabbard. Try not to look when you sheath your sword. This takes a lot of practice. Step up with your left foot as you bring the scabbard to the hilt. Then push the whole sword back into your obi. It is said that kata is a reflection of the soul, and that perfection of the kata reflects perfection of the self. Keep this thought in mind when practicing with the sword.